Hello friends, this is Manohar Veera from Exambin. People from all over the world were always crazy about India and its wealth, tradition and knowledge. The Aryans came from the Central Europe and settled down in India. The Persians, followed by the Iranians and Parsis, immigrated to India. Then came the Mughals and they too settled down permanently in India. But the French and British people came by 17th century, colonized India by grabbing the full control of almost all territories across India. Britishers had ruled India for nearly 200 years. In this session, we are going to see about the timeline of freedom struggle after foundation of the Indian National Congress. The Indian National Congress was formed in 1885 by A.O. Hume, an Englishman and a retired civil servant. First session was held in Bombay under W.C. Banerjee in 1885 with 72 delegates. The party was quite moderate in its approach and confided in British justice and generosity during its first 2 decades. But the repressive measures of the British gave rise to extremists within Congress like Bipin Chandra Pal, Bala Gangadhar Tilak and Lala Lajpat Rai, who are known popularly as Lal, Bal, Pal. Partition of Bengal is carried out by Lord Curzon on October 16, 1905. Through a royal proclamation reducing the old province of Bengal in size by creating East Bengal and Assam out of rest of Bengal. The objective was to set up a communal gulf between Hindus and Muslims. A mighty upsurge swept the country against the partition. National movement found real expression in the movement against the partition of Bengal in 1905. Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal and Aurobindo Ghosh played the important role in 1905's Swadeshi movement. Indian National Congress took the Swadeshi call first at Banaras session by 1905, presided over by G.K. Gokhale. Foreign goods were kept on fire at various places. Muslim League founded in 1906 under the leadership of Aga Khan, Nawab Salimullah of Dhaka and Nawab Mohsinul Mulk. It was a loyalist, communal and conservative political organization which supported the partition of Bengal, opposed the Swadeshi movement, demanded special safeguards to its community and a separate electorate for Muslims. In December 1906, at Calcutta, the Indian National Congress under Dadabhai Naoroji adopted Swaraj, that is self-government, as the goal of Indian people. The Indian National Congress split into 2 groups, the extremists and the moderates, at the Surat session in 1907. Extremists were led by Bal Pal Lal, while the moderates by G.K. Gokhale. Besides other constitutional measures, Indian Councils Act or Minto-Morley reforms created a separate electorate for Muslims in 1909. The reform aimed at dividing the nationalist ranks and at rallying the moderates and the Muslims to the government side. Gadar Party was formed by Lala Hardayal, Taraknath Das and Sohan Singh Bhakna in 1913. The headquarters of the party was at San Francisco. Home Rule movement started by P.G. Tilak by April 1916 at Pune and Anni Besant and S. Subramania Iyer at Adayar, Chennai by September 1916. His objective is self-government for India in the British Empire. Tilak linked up the question of Swaraj with the demand for the formation of linguistic states and education in vernacular language. He gave the slogan, "Swaraj is my birthright and I will have it." Lucknow Pact happened following a war between Britain and Turkey, leading to anti-British feelings among Muslims in 1916. Both Indian National Congress and Muslim League concluded this pact. The Congress party had accepted the separate electorates and both jointly demanded for a representative government and dominion status for the country. After the Lucknow Pact, a British policy was announced by 1917 which aimed at increasing association of Indians in every branch of the administration for progressive realization of responsible government in India as an integral part of the British Empire. This came to be called the August Declaration. Rowlatt Act, brought by March 18, 1919, gave unbridled powers to the government to arrest and imprison suspects without trial for 2 years maximum. This law enabled the government to suspend the rights of habeas corpus, which have been the foundation of civil liberties in Britain. The act caused a wave of anger in all sections across the nation. It was the first countrywide agitation by Gandhiji and marked the foundation of the non-cooperation movement. People were agitated over the arrest of Dr. Kichlu and Dr. Satyapal. On April 13, 1919, General O'Dwyer fires at people who assembled in the Jallianwala Bagh, Amritsar. As a result, hundreds of men, women and children were killed and thousands injured. Rabindranath Tagore returned his knighthood in protest. Sri Shankaran Nair resigned from Viceroy's Executive Council after this. Hunter Commission was appointed to inquire into it. On March 13, 1940, Sardar Udham Singh killed General O'Dwyer when the latter was addressing a meeting in Coxton Hall, London. Muslims were agitated by the treatment done with Turkey by the British in the treaty that followed the First World War. Two brothers, Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali, started the Khilafat movement by 1920. Non-cooperation movement was the first mosque-based political movement under Gandhiji. Congress passed the resolution in its Calcutta session in September 1920. A mob of people at Chauri Chaura near Gorakhpur clashed with police and burnt 22 policemen on February 5, 1922. This compelled Gandhiji to withdraw the non-cooperation movement on February 12, 1922. Simon Commission was constituted under John Simon by 1927 to review the political situation in India and to introduce further reforms and extension of parliamentary democracy. Indian leaders opposed the commission as there were no Indians in it. The government used brutal repression and police attacks to break the popular opposition. At Lahore, Lala Lajpat Rai was severely beaten in a lathi charge. On December 19, 1929, under the presidency of Jawaharlal Nehru, the Indian National Congress at its Lahore session declared Purna Swaraj, complete independence, as its ultimate goal. On December 31, 1929, the newly adopted tricolour flag was unfurled, and January 26, 1930 was fixed as the first Independence Day was to be celebrated every year. In remembrance with this only, Indian Republic Day is celebrated by January 26. Dandi March by Gandhiji on 1930 is also called as the Salt Satyagraha. Along with 78 followers, Gandhiji started his march from Sabarmati Ashram on March 12, 1930 for the small village Dandi to break the salt law. He reached the seashore on April 6, 1930. He picked a handful of salt and inaugurated the civil disobedience movement. First Roundtable Conference was the first conference arranged between the British and Indians as equals. It was held on November 12, 1930 in London to discuss Simon Commission. The conference was boycotted by Indian National Congress, Muslim League, Hindu Mahasabha, Liberals and some others were there. Moderate statesmen Sapru, Jaikar, and Srinivas Sastri initiated efforts to break the ice between Gandhiji and the government. Government represented by Irvin and Indian National Congress by Gandhiji signed a pact on March 5, 1931. In this, the Indian National Congress called off the civil disobedience movement and agreed to join the Second Round Table Conference. The government on its part released the political prisoners and conceded the right to make salt for consumption for villages under the coast. Gandhiji represented the Indian National Congress and went to London to meet British Prime Minister Ramsay MacDonald. However, the session was soon deadlocked on the minorities issue, and this time separate electorates was demanded not only by Muslims but also by depressed classes, Indian Christians and Anglo-Indians. The communal award was announced by Ramsay MacDonald, which had showed divide and rule policy of the British. Envisaged representation of Muslims, Sikhs, Indian Christians, Anglo-Indians, women and even backward classes. Gandhiji, who was in Eravada jail at the time, started a fast unto death against it. After the announcement of communal award and subsequent fast of Gandhiji, mass meeting took place almost everywhere. Political leaders like Madan Mohan Malviya, B.R. Ambedkar and M.C. Raja became active. Eventually, Pune Pact was reached and Gandhiji broke his fast on the 6th day from his fast. In this, the idea of separate electorate for the depressed classes was abandoned, but seats reserved to them in provincial legislature were increased. Third Round Table Conference held at 1932 was proved fruitless as most of the national leaders were in prison. The discussion led to passing of the Government of India Act 1935. Chaudhry Rahmat Ali gave the term Pakistan in 1923. Muhammad Ali Jinnah of Bombay gave it practically. Muslim League first passed the proposal of separate Pakistan in its Lahore session in 1940. In December 1941, Japan entered the World War II and advanced towards Indian borders. By March 7, 1942, Rangoon fell and Japan occupied the entire Southeast Asia. The British government, with a view to getting cooperation from the Indians, sent Sir Stafford Cripps, leader of the House of Commons, to settle terms with the Indian leaders. He offered a draft which proposed Dominion status to be granted after the war. The Congress party had rejected that, and it didn't want to rely upon future promises. Gandhiji termed it as a post-dated check in a crashing bank. The resolution for the Quit India movement was passed on August 8, 1942 at Bombay. Gandhiji gave the slogan, "Do or die." On August 9, the Congress was banned and its important leaders were arrested. The arrest provoked anger among the masses, and there being no program of action, the movement became spontaneous and violent. Violence spread throughout the country. However, the movement was crushed. The Indian National Army was founded by Rash Bihari Bose with Captain Mohan Singh. Subhash Chandra Bose secretly escaped from India in 1941 and reached Berlin in Germany. In July 1943, he joined the Indian National Army at Singapore. There, Rash Bihari Bose handed over the leadership to him. The soldiers were mostly raised from Indian soldiers of the British Army who had been taken prisoners by the Japanese after they conquered Southeast Asia. Two Indian National Army headquarters were Rangoon and Singapore. Indian National Army had 3 fighting brigaders named after Gandhiji, Azad and Nehru. Rani Jhansi Brigade was an exclusive women force. The struggle for freedom entered a decisive phase in the year 1945-46. The new Labour Party Prime Minister Lord Attlee made a declaration on March 15, 1946 that British Cabinet Mission comprising of Lord Pethick Lawrence as chairman, Sir Stafford Cripps and A.V. Alexander will visit India. The mission held talks with the Indian National Congress and Muslim League to bring about the acceptance of their proposals. On May 16, 1946, the mission put towards its proposals. It rejected the demand for separate Pakistan and instead a federal union consisting of British India and the princely states was suggested. Both Congress and Muslim League were accepted it. Based on the cabinet mission plan, an interim government consisting of Congress nominee was formed on September 2, 1946. Jawaharlal Nehru was its vice president and the Governor General remained as its president. Jinnah was alarmed at the results of the elections because the Muslim League was in danger of being totally eclipsed in the Constituent Assembly. Therefore, Muslim League withdrawn its acceptance of the cabinet mission plan on July 29, 1946. It passed a direct action resolution which condemned both the British government and the Congress. It resulted in heavy communal riots. Jinnah celebrated Pakistan Day on March 27, 1947. The Constituent Assembly met on December 9, 1946 and Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as its president. On June 3, 1947, Lord Mountbatten put forward his plan which outlined the steps for the solution of India's political problem. The outlines of the plan were: India to be divided into India and Pakistan. Bengal and Punjab will be partitioned. There would be a separate constitutional assembly for Pakistan to frame its constitution. The princely states would enjoy the liberty to join either India or Pakistan or even remain independent. August 15, 1947 was the date fixed for handing over power to India and Pakistan. The British government passed the Indian Independence Act of 1947 in July 1947, which contained the major provisions put forward by the Mountbatten Plan. All political parties accepted the Mountbatten Plan. At the time of independence, there were 562 small and big princely states in India. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who was the first Home Minister, used iron hand in this regard. By August 15, 1947, all these states, with a few exceptions like Kashmir, Hyderabad and Junark, had signed the instrument of accession. All of the remaining princely states along with Goa and Pondicherry also added to the Indian territory in later years. Hope you got a glimpse of the timeline between formation of Congress Party and till the independence of India. Out of all these movements against the Britishers, comment which one you think was very powerful. Do subscribe to our channel to get more videos like this. Thank you.